what's up, guys? It's your girl, Papi Britt, and welcome to the Platicando con Papi podcast. If it's your first time here, then welcome. And if you've been here before, then welcome back. Thank you so much for making time and space for me. It's honestly so late right now. It is 1:39 a.m. I got off work around like 12:15 and I got home and was honestly inspired to make a podcast. I figured, you know what? I had a good day at work. No llegué tan cansada. No trabajo on Sunday. And so I can just stay up, edit, and then I can just have a Sunday where I just enjoy my day knowing that I posted a podcast. So yeah, I was like, let me just go ahead. I touched up my makeup, me cambié, I fixed up my hair, and here we are. I am back. I honestly, what inspired me to post this podcast or to record this podcast is for two reasons. One, because one of my girls who really loves and supports me commented on my podcast and was like, hey girl, like it's almost been a month. Like, where are you at? Don't give up type shit. And the other one was this guy that I was going back and forth with who, well, someone today even said, today I had this guy saying, Alberto Ibarra me dijo, and see, that's the thing, they confuse themselves. But basically what he was saying that he said, oh my God, did I delete it? No, I think I might have deleted it. I need to stop deleting my comments. That way you guys can see how ridiculous some of these people are. My girl was like, OMG, are you returning soon, baby? Looking at your last uploaded podcast was almost a month ago. Stay motivated. And I was like, you know what? You're right. It has almost been a month. I really did take a little break and it was actually really nice. But I've had a few people like thinking that I'm quitting. This guy was like, it's actually a blessing that this is over for you. This went on far too long, always complaining and treating. I don't even know what the rest of the comment was because I actually deleted it. But yeah, this other guy was like, basically saying, he said, now you're openly bragging about making your IG close friends only. SMH. Another way to exclude the boys, huh? Good thing your podcast is finished. Good riddance. Adios. And then he commented again and said, unsubscribe. Adios. Oh, and he was mad because I posted a TikTok of how I wear shoes. Like, I like to there's times where I get home, I'm motivated, but I keep my shoes on because I don't know what it gets in me that, like, if I have my shoes on, like, I'm motivated, I'm cleaning, whatever. As soon as I put, like, comfy clothes on, I'm like, okay, yeah, a estar de huevona. So, like, I just like to, like, if I'm on go mode, I keep my shoes on, and then I clean everything, and then I'll, like, take everything shower once I'm done. But I was talking about that, and he was mad, saying, wearing shoes to clean, okay, yeah, we believe you. Hiding your feet. Doing that on purpose, yet you have the nerve to say, oh, support my Buzzsprout and everything else. SMFH. So he basically was saying that I was wearing shoes in my video because I didn't want to show my feet. What the fuck? That's like the last thought I would ever have in my head. Like, who even thinks of that? Insults? But yeah, basically, he was saying that the podcast is finished, and I am here to remind you, fortunately and unfortunately for everyone, I will not be shutting the fuck up. I think I finally realized that I was giving people way too much of my power, and I got to the point where I was like, you know what, if people are gonna just hate on me, like, they don't deserve access to me. It's that simple. And I realized, like, these dudes that hate on me literally watch every single thing that I do. Están puestos con mis Instagrams, están puestos con mis TikToks, están puestos con mis posts on here, like, todo. cualquier cosita que yo poste, ahí están, to my Twitter, whatever. But they claim to be the ones that hate me. And I'm like, bro, not even the people that love me and adore me keep up with my shit as much as you do, because they actually have their own lives. Like, oh my God, I don't know anyone else that watches all my shit, all my posts, all my TikToks, all my videos. Like, I don't know anyone that watches my shit more than the people that claim to hate me. It's insane. And it's so funny to me because they're se contradicen, porque ¿cómo me vas a decir, like, good riddance, I'm so glad this is over, it's been going on for too long? Like, bitch, who is holding you hostage? You can go. You don't have to support me. Like, I don't need you. I had this guy saying, like, I would support you, but like you're just too much or whatever. I don't know what the fuck he was saying. Basically, like, he's like, I do support women, but like you're just too, like, I don't even know what he was saying, honestly. I wish I actually paid attention a little bit more. I need to just, like I said, I need to just stop deleting the comments so you guys can go see how ridiculous they are sometimes. But yeah, he was basically saying, like, I'm done supporting you. Like, I've tolerated this way too long. And I'm like, dude, you know, you can unsubscribe and like, you don't have to watch my shit. Like, no one's forcing you to be here. Yeah, basically, like, they get mad because I post, but then they get mad because I don't post. Like, they'll talk shit to me about how I'm not consistent and I'll never be anything because I'm not consistent, whatever. And they get mad and say I need to post more and I need to do this and I owe them this, and they should have access to my private, my close friends and whatever. But then they're simultaneously saying that they hate me and that they're so glad that they'll never see me again. So it's like pick a side, you know what I mean? Like, how, like, if you hate me so bad and you hate everything I post and you hate that I'm drink and you hate that I go out and you think I'm a hoe because of how I dress or whatever the fuck, then why do you want to see more of that? Like, my close friends is for literally, like, my close friends. Like, I don't see my social media as content. I see it as I'm posting organically like a normal fucking person. I don't think I owe anyone any access to any of my content because it's not content to me. It's dead ass me posting on my stories like a regular ass fucking person. And on my private, I post shit that I know would get heat immediately from you little fucking insults. And I just don't care for it because at the end of the day, I'm not going to change who I am just because people want to claim that I'm a bad person or want to make up these stories about who they think I am or who they want me to be. Like, that has nothing to do with me. At the end of the day, I am who I am, and I've been that from the start. I have never hidden who I am as a person. And I think what really helped me too is that I went back last night and I watched some of my old videos that I posted when I was like, when I had my blue hair and when I was living in Thornton in this little ghetto apartment with my best friend, and we would just drink and have a great fucking time. We would throw some fun ass fucking parties. We would go and drink mimosas and full send bottomless and just go crazy, and I was just living life. Me valía madre, and I was just having the time of my life with the people I love and the people that I care about. And it reminded me that even back then, hasta la gente, like, back then I didn't have a following or anything. I was just, you know, whatever. I was just chilling, living life, freshly graduated from college. And it was literally the most carefree, most fun time of my fucking life. And I went back and watched some of those videos, and it reminded me, like, why I made my social media in the first place. I remember people would, ahí estaban puestos a ver my stories because they thought they were hilarious and they were so fun. And me and my best friend are a fucking dynamic duo. And so when we lived together, it was literally some of the most fun times of my life. And so it reminded me, like, that's why I made my social media, because people loved and enjoyed seeing me haciendo desmadre and just being my authentic self, unapologetic about what I was doing and just being a multidimensional person. Back then I had recently graduated college. I was working a big girl job, housing the homeless, running my own program. I was like in the gym, consistent, like all about family as I've always been, and but still going out and having fun and whatever, and showing that you can do both and you can be a good person and still have fun, and you can be educated and, be a degenerate whenever you want to. Like, people can be multifaceted, and that's what it should be. Like, you should be able to embrace every aspect of yourself, and you shouldn't have to hide because of what other people might say and what other people might think. And so I think a lot of people appreciated that from me and from my best friend. And so some of the earlier videos in my YouTube were like way more fun. I was taking shots and I was doing random shit and just being a hot mess, and they were so much fun for me. And back then I didn't receive hate like I do now, and so I think I've let a lot of the hate kind of frame how I present myself on social media, when in reality, like, I know that the right people will be attracted, and the people that hate are always going to be there porque parecen moscas. Like, they're literally still always going to be buzzing around viendo a ver qué pueden encontrar. So it is what it is. Like, I don't know. I think I'm aiming to get back to just making those fun videos, making my vlogs and all of that stuff, because I really do miss it. And that's part of the reason that I did my YouTube in the first place. Like, I love being able to go back and watch my videos of when I had that fucking crazy ass blue hair and my long nails and everything else, and see how much I've grown and what's changed and what hasn't. And it's really, really nice. And even with this podcast, I'm excited because I know that in 3-4 years I'll be so grateful that I like recorded this shit and talked about my process and talked about my life, and I can write. It's literally my fucking diary, basically. And that's the thing. Like, it's crazy to me that so many people come into my social media, into my podcast, into my world, trying to tell me who I am and trying to dictate what I should do or what I should be, when in reality, like, it's my world and you're choosing to come into it. If I decide to be in someone's life, it's not my responsibility and it's not my place to go into their world and tell them what to do and what to be. If we can coincide and coexist, that's cool, but it's not my place to try to change anybody. And I don't understand why people try to come here and change me. Or, I mean, al fin del día, I don't even care, because la gente siempre va a tener algo que decir. So whatever. But yeah, I feel like I really did need this little break, though. I've still been on social media, but I've been trying to focus and relearn who I am and what I enjoy and connect with the people that I love. And I'm literally so grateful. I've been kind of getting back to myself, because I feel like I lost myself for a little bit there with a lot of things. There were a lot of transitions like happening in my life, and I am not gonna lie, these first 5 months of the year have been very, very rocky, but I feel like I'm finally heading into steady water, where with my job, I finally feel like I'm at a good place. It was really, really, really rocky there for a while, and I was really questioning everything, and I was really scared. And who is calling me? Why are you calling me? It is 2 a.m. Why are my friends calling me? But anyways, I feel like with my job, I'm finally in a really good place where I feel like I feel good about it. I feel happy about it. I feel like I finally know my shit well. I feel like am finally one of them. Basically, I've made friends with all my coworkers now, and I love them, and they make work such an enjoyable place. They're all such good humans, and I love them. I genuinely enjoy being at work. I have fun when I'm at work, and it's just such a good vibe. Sometimes I'm so grateful that I have to work, because I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard for me getting up and doing things lately. And so at least work gets me up and out of my house, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And I usually just really enjoy seeing I've gotten to know now the regulars, so I get to catch up with all the regulars, and I get to see like my friends and that come in to visit, and I get to work with people that I actually really love and enjoy, and it really feels like a team. And all the girls there are such girls, and they're so fucking sweet and supportive, and I love them to pieces. And we got into a point where I feel like they're my friends now. Like, they usually go next door, and this is kind of like if you work in a restaurant, like, you know that you become friends with your coworkers once you guys start like having drinks after work or like hanging out outside of work. And I feel like I've gotten to that point with my friends. Stop. With my coworkers at work, and it's just really nice. Like, I get to catch up with them about like life, and they catch up with me about their lives, and it's just been really nice that I finally feel like I fit in, and that I know my shit well enough to like where I won't get fired, you know, because that's always really scary. So I'm very grateful, and I'm at a really good place with work, and I've been really focused on work. I've been working a lot, but I'm very grateful in that aspect because but I finally feel I'm in a place where I'm stable, and I'm very grateful for that as well. When it comes to friendships, I feel like I've taken a lot of time to kind of make sure that I'm touching base with all of my friends. So I finally had dinner with my two best friends, who are Maddie and Dre. They are my college best friends. It was literally the three of us all the time when we like before we graduated. We were sorority sisters as well, but we're line sisters, we're sorority sisters, and it was really like the three of us all the time. And well, after we graduated, me and Dre moved in together, but Mari, is married now. She has two kids. They're beautiful. They're super cute and big and smart, and I love them. And so she's a mom, and she's a full-time wife, and she has a I'm going to kill this man. Uh literally, sir. That's how you know my friends are drunk, because they're hitting me up asking me if I'm going to be going to the strip club. I'm not going to the strip club. I also had someone mad at me because I go to the strip club. Like, I'm sorry, but I have friends who work as in the strip club industry, and around here we support sex workers. So if you have a problem with that, that's I mean, I don't know, click out. I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, yeah, with my friends, Mari is, she's a full-time badass, full-time mom. She's amazing, but we don't get to see her too often. So we got to have dinner and catch up. I had dinner with my friend Julia too, who is also one of my sorority sisters, the other day, and we were having dinner, and we realized that we haven't seen each other in over a year, which is so crazy because she's one of those people that like I'm always cheering on from like social media, and like I feel like I catch up with her, and like I still keep up with her even though we haven't seen each other. So she's one of those friends that I won't see her for so long, and then we'll pick up right where we left. And so it was so good to catch up with her. I also took the time to finally get dinner with my friend Victoria, who I also love and adore. She's one of those people that I always tell her this, but she pours so much love into me, and every time I see her, I just feel full and loved and cared for. I got to see my friend Nadia and Danny and Nene and Saul, who I also love and adore, and those four I love to pieces, and I love to catch up with them whenever I can. But we all live different lives, and so I got to see them, and they're also those people that I just get like, as soon as I see them, I feel so full of love, and it's always no judgment. It's always so raw and so like real, and it makes me so grateful that I have those friendships. I got to see my friend Vic. He came into work the other day, and it was just so nice to catch up with him and catch up about life. He was just in Colombia. Colombia is where I dream to visit. I dream to visit Colombia one day, and I will visit Colombia one day, but he told me he was gonna go, and he was sending me all these snaps of his trips, and it just makes me so happy to see my friends thriving and traveling. And I don't know, I really wanted to take that time that I took away from the podcast to get back to center and back to the people that love me and care about me and that pour into me and that remind me that I am appreciated in their spaces authentically as myself and perfectly as myself. So it's been really, really good to just take the time to be around the people that I love and that love me, because especially when we spend so much time on social media, and for me, I don't know why, but I a lot of my time is spent receiving hate. So it's good to get back to the people that love you in real life and that remind you there are people that love you in real life. You know, like if it's been really nice, and so I'm very grateful for those people too. I think the thing for me right now, though, is trying to find balance within everything. And sometimes it can be really, really hard because I feel like sometimes I'll be thriving at work, like I feel like I have been lately, but I've been slacking kind of on myself just because I spend so much time working and I'm such a social person, and I've realized that I like to be around people or doing something. So I wish I was a homebody, but I really am not. I love to just be up and at it. So I feel like I have been slacking in that regard, especially just with work. I feel like nightlife is a different beast sometimes just because you get off work so late, and I feel like my schedule is so off and so different from everyone else. I'm finally at a point where I have a set schedule, which I'm grateful for because I feel like I can plan my days around that now. But for a while, my schedule was so off and different all the time that it was kind of hard to find a balance within everything. But now that I'm finally on a set schedule, I feel like I can start to get back to a routine. That's really, really, really gonna be my goal for the next few weeks, is getting back into a routine. I feel like when I'm on my shit and on my routine, that's when I feel my best, obviously. But I just have not been prioritizing having healthy food and eating at home. I'm really bad at that. I've been mostly eating at work. Most of my meals come from work, but I need to do better, not only about eating, but eating healthy and cooking and getting enough calories and getting enough protein and getting enough nutrients in my body, because half the time the meal that I have is at work and I'm eating one meal at work and that's it. So I need to prioritize eating healthier and eating more, and so that I have the energy to carry out my days, but also to go to the gym. I've gone to the gym a couple times, but just have had no energy, no motivation, and I know that comes from not eating healthy or not eating enough. So not that I don't eat healthy, I try to do a good job at eating healthy, but I sometimes don't eat enough. Like I said, my one meal will be the one meal I eat at work. So I just need to my goal is I have these next 2 days off. So my goal is to go grocery shopping and go to the gym so that I can get back to a routine. Literally, if there's one thing I do tomorrow, aka today, Sunday, it will be to go to the gym. Like, that is my one goal. I need to get back on it, and I need to go grocery shopping too so that I can eat healthy again. I am also going to Sueños this weekend, which I'm this next weekend, which I'm very, very excited for. I feel like that'll be good for me too. Also, this is a random thought, but I know that I'm literally just rambling about my life, but that's literally what my podcast is for and about. So I think I stopped sharing and oversharing a lot of stuff for a while because people would be like, oh, you talk too much about yourself. But then I realized, I'm like, bitch, this is literally my podcast. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So yeah, let me keep rambling. Anyways, I'm going to Sueños this weekend, which I'm very, 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 very fucking excited for. It's gonna be my first fucking trip of the year, which is insane. I feel like the last year and a half or 2 years I was going somewhere every month basically, and I literally haven't gone anywhere since December, since I was in Puerto Rico. And part of that is because my job is way more strict with time off now, so I can only request time off once every 3 months. And I just, yeah, it's harder to get time off, so I'm finally going to Sueños and I'm so fucking excited. I am going with my friend Meli, who I met last year at Sueños. Last year I went to Sueños by myself in Chicago. It was my first time in Chicago, and she was like, oh hey, I'm here too. And so we linked up, we became friends, and we've been in touch since. So this year we were like, hey, you want to go again? Like, this time we'll actually go together, because last time that we went, we stayed in separate Airbnbs and we just kind of met up for the festival. So this time we kind of planned it and coordinated it a little bit better and together. That way we're staying together. And my best friend Dre actually just told me that she had bought a ticket drunkenly, and so she will be joining us and she's going to be coming. So I'm super duper fucking excited. My outfits already came in, so I'm excited to get some cute pics. And I am super excited because Peso Pluma's performing. I've never seen Peso Pluma perform. I did buy a ticket to go to his concert when he comes to Colorado, which I'll be going solo, but I'm really excited because I got myself some really nice tickets. And Rauw Alejandro's also headlining, which Rauw Alejandro, if you don't know, is my favorite artist ever. I saw him in Puerto Rico when I went in December. I saw him when he came here last time. I've seen him a few times and I love the man. Maluma's also going to be performing, which Maluma is everything. Like, the lineup is so fucking fire and I'm genuinely so fucking excited. So, and it's my first trip of the year and I'm just excited to finally get away. I've been working my ass off and I just need some time away to just go be a human and enjoy life. And I'm excited that my best friend's coming and I'm excited to see Meli again. So yeah, it should be good. And I'm excited to be back in Chicago. I feel like last time I was there, I was literally there for like I was there for the week. I was there, I had maybe a few hours to explore the city because I got there super duper late on Friday. The festival was Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday my flight was like at 6, so I had till 6 to kind of roam the city, and that was it. So I didn't really get to see much. This Friday I will be flying in the morning, and I don't leave till Monday night, like late, so I'll have a little bit more time to roam and to see the city and actually go out. So I'm so excited to actually just finally have a trip. I also want to go to Puerto Rico soon, but I don't think I can do that till the end of August because, I can't take time off more than once every 3 weeks or every 3 months. But I do really want to make it back out to Puerto Rico and have it be another solo trip and kind of make it like my first trip there and see what I can find out about myself this time. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of really good things happening, a lot of really good things going, and I feel like I just went through a lot of shifts and a lot of emotions and a lot of cleansing. I feel like I'm in a really good place in my life where I have a core group of people that I love and care about and know I can count on, and my family and I feel like are doing really well right now, and we're really at a good place. My little brother's graduating high school. He's going to graduate high school on the 25th, and I'm really, really, really so excited for him. He had a courting. Oh, he makes me so fucking proud. That little boy, he's not a little boy. He's 18, but he makes me so proud. I was just talking to my parents about how I remember when he started school. I was 7 when he was born, so I'm 7 years older than him. And they said that he was going to be class of 2024. Y se me hacía like ages. It seemed like, oh my god, 2024, when is that gonna happen? And I'm like, oh my god, it's 2024, he's graduating. I literally saw him on his first day of fucking school and now he graduated, and I'm literally like, and he literally makes me so fucking proud. Like, he is the kindest, sweetest soul. He is just such a respectful kid. He's such a hard worker. He was involved in so much stuff. He was a finalist for FBLA. He was in Avid. He was in track. He played basketball at some point. He played all the fucking sports, like, and he's been working. He applied to so many colleges and he got into every single one. And it makes me so proud because he would literally send me every single one of his acceptance letters. And it makes me so happy that he sees me as someone that he can go to, someone that he can trust, and someone that he knows will celebrate his wins. And he had a Avid courting ceremony on Tuesday, and on Wednesday I was off, and I casually decided to go to Greeley, and it turns out he had to. I didn't know this, but my mom was like, well, hey, like, he has a ceremony, you want to come? And he got a court for being certified as bilingual in the state of Colorado, and he got another one for and then he got a certificate, and he also got another certificate for track. He already had lettered in track. Like, he literally is just he's amazing, and it makes me so happy and so proud to see him continue to strive to be the most educated and best version of himself. He makes me literally so proud to be his sister. I tell him this every single day, and I try to remind him that he was a finalist for an $80,000 scholarship that he didn't get, and he was pretty bummed about it. And I was like, brother, you don't understand. Like, I'm so proud of you. I understand wanting something and wanting it so bad and working so hard, and then, not receiving it. And it's very disappointing, but you should be so proud of yourself for becoming a finalist. They saw so much value in you. And if that wasn't your opportunity, that's okay. Rejection is redirection. But, like, I'm so proud of you. That's still an accomplishment, and you should be proud of yourself because you put in that work, and it did pay off. They saw you, they interviewed you, they got to know you, they got to know your story, and that says a lot. So I don't know, he makes me so proud. I'm not quite sure. He's been debating on where he'll be going to school, but I think he committed to CU. I'm not quite sure, but nonetheless, he makes me so proud. And even if he decided not to go to college, that was another thing that we were talking about on my live the other day. Even if he decided not to go to college, I would still support him in any capacity, that in anything that he wants to do. I know that he's going to be successful regardless, and I hate that college has been pushed onto people so much, because although college is a really good means to open doors for people, and it can really change people's lives and is great for a lot of people, and obviously education is power, and I always encourage education. I've always said, my professor my freshman year told me that education is the only thing that can never be taken away from you, your knowledge. And so even for me, I have my bachelor's degree and I don't use it, but I always say I'm so grateful for it, because that changed everything in me. It changed my perspective in the world. It changed my connections. It opened doors for me. It allowed me to network and to be in spaces that I had never been before, and open my worldview to different cultures and different values and different everything. It opened my eyes to so much more. And so if people can go to college, I completely encourage it and believe that education is power, but I also don't think it's the only way that someone can be successful. And so if he decides to go help my dad out with his construction company or do whatever, I'm going to support it. I feel like there's many ways that people can be successful and be true to their purpose and serve the world, and education's not the only way, especially now that I'm seeing how corrupt some of these colleges can be, especially after seeing the protests that have been going on in support of Palestine and in support of a ceasefire, and seeing how the universities turn their back on their own students, and how much they don't value their students, and a lot of them only value that the money that the students bring to them so that they can invest in whatever they want to invest in. So yeah, I think there's a lot of different means and ways to be happy, healthy, successful, and in your purpose. But I'm very excited at the end of the day that my brother is graduating college, or graduating high school, adding to the list of people in my family that have graduated high school. I always, talk about being first gen, and I think I sometimes forget how much of a feat that is within itself. I come from a mom who only got a 6th grade education and my dad who got a 9th grade education, and so I'm very grateful for the sacrifices that they've made so that we can not only become high school graduates but also college graduates. So yeah, if anyone's graduating this season, congratulations. A few of my sorority sisters also got their master's degrees, and I've just loved seeing people graduate in general, whether it's high school, whether it's with their associates, with their bachelors, with their masters. Like, it makes me so proud, especially if it's people that have been underestimated or have beat the odds or who are first gen or whatever. It just makes me so proud and so happy to see, especially Latinos and women and, the underdogs really make it. So, yeah, happy grad season too. But yeah, anyways, that's where I've been. I'm very blessed, very grateful, and I am very excited for these next few months. Summer's coming, and I will be out and about, aunque se enojen, okay? And I will be wearing my tiny little outfits like I do because, bitch, I don't go to the gym and work my ass off and haven't worked to love myself and accept every single one of my flaws and myself as I am, to cover myself just to make whoever wants to feel better feel better. So yeah, I will continue to dress how I want, go out. I'll see you guys at View House. We can go get a cute little View House lemonade, whatever. But yeah, I'm really excited for this next half of the year and what it's gonna bring. I feel like I kind of went through a little bit of turmoil at the beginning, but I feel like we're finally getting to a place where I'm gonna be so good, and I'm manifesting that for myself, manifesting health and wealth and stability and growth and friendship and love and consistency and whatever is meant for me that is in line with my highest good. So yeah, really, really, really excited. But yeah, I wanted to make this podcast just to remind y'all that I'm not done. I'm not quitting, and yeah, I'm gonna continue to show up, and I'm gonna continue to take up space, and I'm gonna continue to piss y'all off, apparently. But anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next podcast.